Hey there guys, welcome back to our channel with a new video titled IT Project Manager Salary in India in 2022 for freshers and experience. So let's get started. What is project? Before we jump into project management, let's understand what's the project. A project is a temporary endeavor undertaken to create a unique product, service, or result. For example, the development of software to improve business processes, the construction of a building or bridge, the relief effort after a natural disaster, the expansion of sales into a new geographic market, all are projects. This leads us to the conclusion that a project is something that is common and that everybody is familiar with it for a long time. So what is project management? Project management is the application of knowledge, skills, tools and techniques to project activities to meet the project requirements. The process that involves managing a project from idea to completion is project management. Something needs to be done for a common goal, which could be as simple as buying an expensive item or as complicated as constructing a satellite. The activities could be further divided, especially if the project is something big. In the past, the simple project of buying a car could just mean the family in the household needs to save to pay for it. But now, having been used in businesses and organizations, these projects are growing to scope, so there is a need to divide them into chunks of sub-projects. Depending on the product to be delivered, a project has a specified time frame within which it is initiated and completed. In contrast to a product that evolves with customer needs, a project carries a clear definition of what needs to be delivered. Because of the demand, the project manager's salary in India is one of the highest. So what is a project manager? Project managers are responsible for planning, organizing and directing the completion of specific projects for an organization while ensuring these projects are on time, on budget and within scope. They are accountable for the entire project scope. So the project team and resources, the project budget and the success or failure of the project. And in the end, the project manager is the person held responsible for the success or failure of the project. If you are here, then either you are an existing project manager or you are looking to pursue this field for your future. Either way, let's take a look at the salaries you can expect. Project manager job description. Responsibilities for project manager: determine and define project requirements, scope and objectives. Predict resources needed to reach objectives and manage resources in an effective and efficient manner. Prepare budget based on scope of work and resource requirements. Track project cost in order to meet budget. Develop and manage a detailed project schedule and plan. Provide project status on a consistent basis to various stakeholders about strategy, adjustments and progress. Manage contracts with vendors and suppliers by assigning tasks and communicating expected deliverables. Utilize industry best practices, techniques and standard throughout entire project execution. Monitor progress and make adjustments as needed. Measure project performance to identify areas for improvement. Qualifications for project manager: certificate, diploma in project management preferred, bachelor's degree in computer science, business or a related field, 5+ years of project management and relevant experience, proven ability to solve problems creatively, strong familiarity with project management software tools, methodologies and best practices. Now the rising career opportunities in project management. Project management has evolved during the past decade and various tools and new trends are shaping the future of project management. In a world widely getting disrupted by digital and data, organizations are increasingly finding the need to respond faster and be more agile in the way projects are being managed. 33% expected growth in global project management labor force through 2027, resulting in 22 million new project management jobs creation. 7 million new project management jobs by 2027 in India. Going by the reports, by 2027, India will be the second largest producer of project management oriented jobs in the world. Second, only to China. At a global level, 22 million new project management job openings are expected by 2027. Project management job openings. First, let us look at the opportunities open to project managers in India. A simple LinkedIn search can land you in more than 15,000 job opportunities for an IT project manager in India, and that too from reputed service and product based organizations. On Naukri.com, there is more than 70,000 project manager related job openings from different firms in India. Out of these, almost 28,000 are from Bangalore, followed by 13,500 from Delhi and 5,000 from Pune and Mumbai each. There are simple opportunities for people with the right skill sets and experience. So there are opportunities galore for project managers, and the indispensable nature of their jobs ensures that project manager salary in India is quite elevated. Let's discuss project manager salary in India. Let us look at the most important aspect, the project manager salary in India. How much can you earn if you enter this field? The median project manager salary in India. According to Glassdoor, the average project manager salary in India is around rupees 15 lakh. For comparison, the average salary for a software developer in India is only around 6 lakhs. So being a project manager, could you fetch almost 3 times more income than your software developer counterparts? Before going further, I want to tell you that Gururo provides top undergraduate and postgraduate program at a fractional cost. So if you want to advance in your career, consider booking a free consultation at the link in the description. Project manager career path and salary based on experience. Let's explore different experience and seniority levels and their salary trajectory. Project manager career path and salary trajectory. Here are the different seniority levels and average salary. L2 project manager experience 2 to 6 years, average salary 15 lakhs. L3 senior project manager experience 7 to 14 years, average salary 23 lakhs. L4 delivery manager experience 15 to 20 years, average salary 26 lakhs. L4 delivery director experience 15 to 20 years, average salary 31 lakhs. L6 vice president project management experience 15 to 25 years, average salary 39 lakhs. List of top and popular recruiters. Your salary will also depend on the company you are working in. Normally tech giants Amazon, Microsoft, Google and Goldman Sachs pay more than average, but getting into these can be quite challenging as they generally have a rigorous recruitment process and tend to require higher aptitude and problem solving skills than average. List of top recruiters based on their pay. Deloitte company medium base salary 25 lakh per year, range 16.6 lakh to 35.2 lakh. Deloitte India offices of the US 24 lakh 80,000 per year, range 10.7 lakh to 33.7 lakh. Accenture 20 lakh per year, 8.2 lakh to 26 lakh. Mindtree 20 lakh per year, 12.8 lakh to 25.8 lakh. EY 17 lakh 40,000 year, 10.9 lakh to 30 lakh. Cognizant 15 lakh year, 7.8 lakh rupees to 20.4 lakh rupees. L&T Technology Services Limited 15 lakh per year, 1 lakh to 18.4 lakh. Thorson and Tobro 15 lakh per year, 4.6 lakh to 22.8 lakh. Cisco 14 lakh 60,000 per year, 10.6 lakh to 21.7 lakh. Capgemini 14 lakh 20,000 per year, 6.6 lakh to 20 lakh. Infosys 14 lakh per year, 8.7 lakh to 18.4 lakh. LTI, Larsen and Tobro Infotech 14 lakh per year, 5 lakh to 22 lakh. Wipro Limited 13 lakh 10,000 per year, 4.8 lakh to 20 lakh. Tata Consultancy Services 12 lakh 70,000 per year, 5.3 lakh to 20 lakh. Tech Mahindra 12 lakh per year, 5 lakh to 20.4 lakh. SCL Technologies 12 lakh per year, 5.4 lakh to 18.9 lakh. Microsoft 10 lakh 90,000 per year, 6.3 lakh to 25.2 lakh. DXC Technology 9 lakh 50,000 per year, 3.6 lakh to 18.4 lakh. OYO 8 lakh per year, 4.6 lakh to 15.3 lakh. Top paying locations in India for project manager. Also, the amount in your paycheck may also depend on your location. Location plays a vital role in determining project manager salary in India. The table below shows the most of the bigger cities in India offer a salary higher than the national average. Greater Bengaluru area, median base salary 13 lakh 50,000 per year, range 4.3 lakh rupees to 24.5 lakh rupees. Pune Pimpri Chinchwad area, 13 lakh 40,000 per year, 3.9 lakh to 23.4 lakh. Greater Hyderabad area 13 lakh 20,000 per year, 4.4 lakh to 23 lakh. Greater Chennai area 12 lakh per year, 5.2 lakh to 22.5 lakh. Great Madurai area 11 lakh 50,000 per year, 3.6 lakh to 20 lakh. Greater Vadodara area 10 lakh 30,000 per year, 3 lakh to 20 lakh. Kochi Kerala India 10 lakh 10,000 per year, 3 lakh to 18.8 lakh. Greater Delhi area 10 lakh per year, 3.6 lakh to 23.9 lakh. Noida Uttar Pradesh India 10 lakh per year, 3.2 lakh to 21 lakh. Mumbai Metropolitan Region 10 lakh per year, 3.6 lakh to 20.4 lakh. Let's discuss project manager's salary in other countries. How do Indian salaries compare to the top countries in the world? Let's find out. Country and salary. Australia $1,34,658. Switzerland $1,33,605. United States $1,08,000. The Netherlands $1,03,274. Germany $1,01,893. Canada $95,140. New Zealand $93,513. Belgium $92,817. Sweden $90,690. United Kingdom $90,666. Influencing factors for project manager's salary. Here is the list of the factors that affect the project manager's salary. More experience. Managers having more experience earn a higher amount of salary as compared to freshers managing their first projects. Location. Location plays a vital role in the salary of a project manager. If a candidate gets a job in cities such as Bangalore, Chennai, etc., will be paid a higher salary when compared to other cities in India. Sector and company. The project manager's salary also depends upon the types of company the professionals choose to work in. The sector they opt for also impacts their salary on a high scale. The bigger the company, the greater the salary. Skills. If they have sufficient skills, they can optimize their work efficiently, and greater the performance, more the benefits in terms of salary. Why should you become a project manager? It is but natural to be attracted to a high salary that a project manager can earn. But to succeed, you need to have a passion for driving a project from inception to closure. As mentioned above, you can develop the skills, but you should be clear on why you want to pursue the field. Let us understand why you can pursue this field. Project management is very rewarding and job satisfaction is high in comparison with other profiles. Project managers are high in demand and the demand is set to increase. It means a good project manager can pick and choose projects that suit them. A variety of fields requires project managers, so you will have a chance to work in a field that is of interest to you. Some of the sectors that you can explore are infrastructure, IT, healthcare, manufacturing, telecom, oil and gas, etc. The learning curve allows you for constant professional growth. You will interact with different perspectives across cultures and sensibilities. It will also help with personal growth. You build your risk assessment and management skills. There are skills that are essential for leadership roles. Most CEOs are experienced and applauded project managers. To make your career to grow as a project manager and earn with the highest possible project manager salary in India, you need to have update your required skills. And lastly, conclusion. Project management is an unyielding, established domain. From the facts given in this video, it is clear that this field is not going to diminish in importance and anytime soon. Rather, its demand in the industry is going to be at the peak. Every organization comes up with brilliant and unique ideas every now and then. To handle these ideas and projects, these companies need some great minds. Transforming an idea into reality can be thrust into the hands of a project manager provided the professional is well equipped with the specific skill set. We hope that this video could clear your doubts about the salary, job opportunities and related information you were seeking on project management. If you want to add more points or share feedback, you can tell us in the comment box down there. So that's it from today. For more informative and interesting videos like this, don't forget to subscribe.